Hey, hello, how you doing, YouTubers? This is Tony FL, and as you can see, I'm in my little range in the back of my house. I got approximately 25 meters or 25 yards here, and today I'm gonna have a little fun. I got at the well here. I'm gonna be shooting the Avenger Terminator A-Tac. Okay, with Donnie FL Ronian. Now I had set this scope up. This is the one that I really couldn't see a little over 100 yards, but she is pretty good at 75 and 80. I mean, I see the target pretty clear. And I got my regulator set here at about, let me see, 20, I would say 2800 psi. And the hammer spring adjuster is backed out about 4.5 turns. With the FX cranny that I usually put in the front of the barrel here, I got it set where I have a consistency of 960 foot-pounds per second. I mean, yeah, 960 is it? Yeah, 960 feet per second actually, not foot-pounds. It's feet per second. And with an impact of 29 and change, 29.4, 29.2 foot-pounds. Now, as you can see, I'm at the front of my gate here, and I created this little shooting range for myself so I can tune my guns and stuff. And I'm gonna walk down over here. Now these targets that you see with the yellow splatters, I was shooting this yesterday with the FX sighting in. Actually, I was tuning it for my slugs and sighting it in at 25, which I actually went over that wall. As you can see, I got my ladder there. I went over the wall, and behind there I got a huge conservation land where I shoot my 100-yard videos. But anyway, today I got a frozen bottle of water here, and I'm gonna take a couple of fun shots and see if I could tear that bottle up. And as you can see, we're about 25 yards away. And let me see how I'm gonna do this, where I could put this camera here. I was trying to use my GoPro. I finally got my GoPro fixed, and I went over the wall today to shoot my FX, and I had it set so perfect that I was hitting this dime at 100 yards. I just painted it white because I was putting paper targets on here, and as soon as I would hit it, the paper target would fly off. So I decided, let me paint it, and we'll do the paint splatter instead of the paper target splattering off in the first shot. But yeah, I was shooting the FX Maverick over 100 at about 100, well, exactly 101 yards. But unfortunately, after I got my GoPro fixed, and it had the front LCD screen cracked, so I ordered one from a company in California, and they shipped it out to me. I put it in, and I got it working. I was happy as pig and shit. But yeah, man, I didn't charge the battery, so I was at 1 bar on my battery when I started filming. I mean, I did get a couple of shots, me hitting the target, but I couldn't continue filming, so I decided let's go home and let's do this instead. I will add that video of the FX hitting those targets, that dong. And we're in my yard, and I actually made this pellet trap with some. So a boss of mine, I asked for permission to take the scrap metal from these heavy equipment, like the bulldozers and skid steer. Well, not the skid steers, the boom lifts. And this was a part of a piece that they swapped out. And what I did, I cut it up and I put it together. Made a frame and I put it together. And boy, does it work! It works like a charm. But anyway, I'm head back that way. I just gotta find a way to hold this camera up so we can film this bottle getting blasted. Let me see if I could grab this bag of pottery dirt and see if I could use this as support to hold this camera right there. I'm not scared of hitting the phone because I already know my rifle is perfectly set with the sight, so I can hold this up like that. Okay, enjoy the fun, enjoy the video. All right, heading back. Okay, so that's not kind of fun to have to get up all the time. So let me put this rock here to wedge the bottle. Maybe I could get a few shots before it keeps falling over. I'm trying to make a little slush here. Wow, look at that hole. Oh man, look at that. That's a nice, all in the same hole. Let me turn it around. Maybe I can make a little snow. Florida snow. through. Here we go, guys. Kind of load up. That was a slug. Oh, I missed that one. How is that possible? Whoa. Got a few flyers. Look at that. I'm getting it. Got a few flyers. Wow. Shooting a little low now. Shots, 40 shots. Wow, look at that. Some slush. Oh boy, look at that. I diced it and sliced it. Oh, hey guys. Florida snow. That was nice. Look at the pellet stuck right here. Look at that. It's 22 caliber Crossman. And I just mutilated this bottle of iced water. I got the scope set right on the money. I mean, I had a few flyers. And, you know, I figured I'll go shoot up a little, shoot down a little, try to tear it up a little bit. But, yeah, man, this is what it's all about. Entertaining. I love this. I'm literally hooked on this sport. But there it is, guys. Okay. This is Tony FL. And as you can see, I'm shooting that 14.3 Crossman hollow point pellets at 960 feet per second at a 29 point something foot-pounds. And this one here, she is a bad girl. She is awesome. She's amazing. It took me a while because, I mean, I was trying to get her to shoot some slugs, but, you know, I just haven't found the right slugs to run through this barrel yet. I mean, when the pressure drops, and I'm at I would say 2,800 PSI on the, and I still got about 3,800 PSI. Now, I just shot 40 rounds at that bottle. And still got a lot of power left, a lot of air pressure left, so, you know, she's amazing. This Terminator A-Tac setup, I mean, it's just perfect for bench shooting or laying on the ground and shooting with it. That Donnie FL Ronin is a 25 caliber. Now, they're great silencers, but I learned something with this. My previous video, these things were not allowing the hats on Blitz to do the full auto or semi-auto. It wouldn't cycle. But I also found out that if you're running a 22 caliber, you need to run a 25 on the muzzle. 25 caliber silencer from Donnie FL on the muzzle. Say is that the when you're firing these 22 calibers, 25 calibers, or 30 caliber, you always got to be up on your silencer. Take it up one caliber on your silencer. Reason being is I do have the Shogun, and I was using the Shogun on this, and I would set my sight and set my sight and set my sight, and I would hit, but being that we were shooting pellets are kind of funny with certain air pressure, and I've learned this by watching Steve's videos from AEAC, and I learned a lot from the guy. The guy's very well educated in the sport, and I actually use a few of his tunes on my guns, and I came to realize, based on your foot per second, your air pressure, actually, the higher it is, okay, you're gonna get a lot of power, but your pellets they're not gonna be accurate. So you got to find that sweet spot. You got to find the sweet spot where that pellet is consistent on that target. And that's what I was doing yesterday with the FX, but I was actually using Rogue Precision ammo, and that's a 25 caliber 30 grain, and that's what these targets are. That was last night, and as you can see, I was getting some nice group shots, you know, just setting it up here, and I did a couple of group shots there, just testing. And I would move my scope a little off to the side just to see if I could get it in the hole on another, just to, you know, try to match up my shots, create different groups. But anyway, going back to the foot per circuit versus the weight of the pellet, you have to find that sweet spot. And I learned that using a WFL suppressor or moderator, you have to use, if you're firing a 22, you need to put a 25. Reason being is that if you're shooting pellets are kind of freaking funny, and once they leave that barrel and they hit that empty space inside there, that empty space in here, they'll tend to clip a little, and they'll still come out, but they'll skin the baffles, if you want to call it, as they're exiting, and it will throw the shot off. And you can have this thing set up perfectly, and you'll get one or two shots in, one on top of the other, boom, boom. All of a sudden, you get a flyer to the left, and when you get that flyer to the left, to the right, down or up, that's because that pellet, either, if you have your settings right, that's because the pellet clipped the moderator as it was exiting the barrel, and it will slightly throw it off. Now, keep in mind, these moderators, they're very good. I'm not gonna say they're not. You know, you got to give Caesar what's Caesar's, and God what's God, what belongs to God. But yeah, sorry, my fingers in the camera. I'm happy. I'm pretty. This air rifle here, I mean, the Terminator A-Tac setup helps a lot, because I get to lay on the ground. I actually, you know, do that on that side of the wall, and I lay on the ground and do my 50 and 100 yard shooting, 75 shot shooting with these. But when I want to mess around in my yard and do these little funny videos with the bottles on this is what I do. But yeah, just going back, I mean, if you guys have anything you want to talk about, or any questions that I can help you out with, or setting up your tunes, my recommendation is follow Steve from AEAC. He's got an awesome webpage there, and the guy is very knowledgeable, and that's what I've done, and this is how I've learned to use my guns and how to properly tune them without getting too much air coming out that barrel, because too much air is going to give you a burst. You're going to lose a lot of air. You're not going to get the accuracy you need, because that extra air is going to throw your shot off. So you got to find that sweet balance spot, and I believe I did. And as you can see, I was blasting that bottle down the lane. So yeah, first and foremost, I'd like to give a shout out to Steve for being there for us out there, for us out there in the in YouTube, the air gunner world. And my hat goes out to you. Thank you for helping me out with these tunes. You did an outstanding job. It was kind of difficult for me at first to learn your process, because this was all new to me, but I play with this thing every day, so I believe I got it down packed now. And I'm enjoying it. I mean, I got my powder rifles, my powder burners collecting dust. I mean, my ARs, AKs, and all that stuff. I don't even touch them. I don't even look at them. So this is it. This is the new hobby, the new thing. Thank you, Steve, and hopefully one day I get to meet you in person, man. And all you YouTubers out there, I hope you enjoyed my video. Please feel free to subscribe. This is Tony FL, Florida Air Gunners. Peace.